Welcome back. This is Linda from the Hamilton Public Library, and today we'll be making paper rosettes. As you can see, I've already made two in two different colors, and I've also made one in the shape of a heart. Today I'll show you how to make both of these shapes and what we can do with them. We're going to start off with a piece of paper cut into 3 1/4 inch by 8 1/2 inches. I'm using a strip of cardstock to help me fold this. The cardstock is a 1/2 inch, and it just makes sure, helps me make sure that all the rosettes are the same size when I'm folding them. So you're going to continue folding the rest of the paper accordion style, so flipping it over and folding, flipping it over and folding until it's completely folded. To make each circle rosette, you need 3 of these pieces of paper. You can make them in many different sizes. I'll show you later some larger ones and some smaller ones, and we can see what we can do with them. Also, depending on the size you want to make, you're going to change the size of your strips of paper. Okay, so you'll see here I've already pre-folded 2 other pieces of paper, and now we're going to join them together to make our circle. To do that, you're going to squeeze together your 3 pieces of paper, fold them in half, and then you're going to add glue to the inside of each one. So you're making 3 little tiny fans. You can find these already pre-made or sometimes kits in the dollar store. I just thought that this would be so much more fun. You can choose your own colors, your own themes. I remember making these in school, and my kids made them out of construction paper as well. And these are a great way to decorate your home if you're having a party or an event, or even just for the holidays. So you'll see here I'm going to add some glue to the inside of this, the first strip of paper. Then you're going to squeeze it together. And a glue stick works perfectly. You can use white school glue as well. You can even use a glue gun, but this works just great, and it's so much easier. So there's one little tiny fan. We're going to do the same to the other 2. And then we're going to glue the 3 little fans together. This is a fun craft to do with your kids. It's super easy. But it just makes such a festive looking little decoration. So once you have all 3 fans glued together, you're now going to glue the 3 of them in the shape of a circle. So you'll see here, and I'm just pointing out there that when you do glue the 2 sides together, you want the edges to meet perfectly so that it makes a nice circle. So now I'm going to add glue to the first one, and I'm going to attach the second one, and again you want the edges to meet. So you're not necessarily looking to align the center, but more the edges. If some of your edges are higher than the others, it won't make a nice circle. So now I'm going to add the 3rd little fan. And then you're going to attach the last 2 parts. And again, make sure your edges meet up nicely. You can see here I decided they don't meet up so nicely, and this is the beauty of a glue stick. You can readjust. With hot glue you would not be able to do this, so I'm just going to peel them apart and attach them again. And now you see I have formed a nice little circle. You can leave it plain as is, or you can use different embellishments to decorate the middle. Here I have used a circle. This is approximately a 1-inch circle. Or you can get embellishments from the dollar store. So here you have like a little sparkly circle, and then you can also use a little pearl. Depending on the look you're going for, you have different options for this. And today I'm just using plain paper. This is just colored paper that I found at the dollar store. You don't need cardstock for this. Just plain colored paper is nice. Now we're going to show you how to make the heart. So the heart, I started with a circle. It's a 6-inch circle. I just used a small plate to make the circle. And I'm again using my 1/2-inch strip of paper to make sure that all my folds are the same. And you're going to fold this just the same way you did the circle. So you're going to continue all the way to the end. And the circle creates the heart shape. So the heart rosettes would be great for Valentine's Day. If you want to, decorate with these, you could make a little banner out of them and decorate your home. Again, it's also a cute little craft to do with your kids around Valentine's Day or anytime really. And now again, we're going to fold it in half just like we did with the circles. And you're going to glue the center. So I'm going to take the piece in the middle. You don't want to put the glue all the way to the top because you're going to start gluing other pieces since this was cut into a circle. You only want to glue the piece that you can see in the middle. Then you're going to attach it again together. You're going to squeeze it together, and you can see it's already formed a little heart. And now we've made our heart rosette. Again, super easy, very cute. And now I'll show you what you can do with all of your rosettes. Before that, I just wanted to point out that I did put a larger circle on the back. That's approximately 2 inches, just to stabilize the circle if you're going to use it in another craft. So I'll show you what I mean right here. I made several of these in 2 different colors and attached them to a ribbon. I'm just gathering it up so I could put it on the table. So you'll see the green one is the size that we just made, the 3 1/4 inch by 8 1/2 inch strips of paper, and the pink one is slightly larger at 4 1/4 inch and 8 1/2 inch strips of paper. And then I've added this circle to the back. So first I did a circle on the bottom and then put the ribbon in between on top, and then put another circle on top. So I sandwiched the ribbon between 2 pieces or 2 circles. And here I've also made a wreath. So this would be great for Valentine's Day. You could customize it for Christmas, Halloween, black and orange paper for Halloween, birthdays. The circle helps glue this. I've used an embroidery hoop here. You could use a cardboard cut in the same way. It's just such a beautiful craft and so easy to do. I hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you next time.